Next on Mega Machines, we're taking a hike in search of a contraption that can stroll up inclines that would leave normal machines stranded. It's the Terex HS41M walking excavator. Designed to scuttle up steep mountainsides and traverse the most rugged of terrain, Terex's HS41M walking excavator is 1 part spider and 1 part specialized tool. A lean, mean digging machine that can scamper up or inch down perilous slopes of up to 70 degrees. That's just 20 degrees short of vertical.
Standing from the bottom of the hill watching it, looks like a giant metal spider climbing up the side of that mountain.
And this is not your harmless house spider. At 22 feet 8 inches long and 13 feet 2 inches high, this all-terrain arachnid weighs nearly 20,000 pounds. Let's face it, this is one spider that could step on you.
When it's collapsed down, it's not very impressive. People look at that and go, what can you do with that? But as soon as you stand it up, their eyes start to widen up and they go, whoa, what is that thing? And it becomes alive. It's a machine that you can go anywhere with. The sky's the limit. That thing can go where you don't think anything else can ever go. We get problems with the job site, people stopping and just staring at us and watching us. People look at you and go, you're crazy, aren't you?
The job here in the mountains of Central California is to build a stone retaining wall. Using its 25-foot hydraulic-powered dipper stick, or boom, mounted with a grasping bucket. This anything but itsy-bitsy spider can grab a hold of loads weighing up to 5,000 pounds and place them with precision. And while this excavator works off the beaten path, it does so without beating up the plant life.
Well, there's a lot of places where we've got to get in and clean out debris, we've got to get in and clean out silt, and it saves a lot of time as well as keeps from destroying the habitat. With a conventional excavator, just picture yourself having to cut a road to get up to the mountain. This one can use each independent leg and just walk up without tearing up the environment.
And when the going gets steep, really steep, Terex's HS41M uses its boom to do the spider walk.
Well, this machine can physically walk up the side of the mountain. You're seeing a lot of the power from the bucket, from the extendable dipper, as it's pushing that machine up the hill. You've got the drive wheels in the back of the machine that's pulling, but at the same time, you're really pushing that machine up the side of that hill.
This is the 4-foot bucket on the HS41M. This is as big as bucket as we can put on it. The 4-foot bucket can be used for grading or trenching out a big hole for something, or a swimming pool or something to that effect. Also picking up rocks and riprap and everything else. This is called a thumb. The thumb is used for picking up rocks or debris. And today we are probably only picking up maybe 2,000 to 3,000 pound boulders. Right here is the legs that actually hold me in position on a hillside so I don't come falling down. What this does right here is it actually telescopics up and down, depending on the severity of the hill. Like right now we're on a pretty good slope for holding the machine in place, so we put this down, which helps keep the cab level up top. And when we go to drive or move away from the job site, we bring this down into a collapsed position so we can drive and move it away. These are the big drive tires at the back of the machine that help pull me up the hill. They're big in size in order to help you climb over rocks or other kind of debris that may be larger than what you need to cross over. So these allow you to cross over that kind of stuff. Also, they're big in size so that when you go into like a swampy or muddy area where you're working in water, they actually kind of use as flotation. They kind of float you along and they help you out so you don't get stuck.
Stuck you won't be, but confused, maybe. With over a dozen different throttles, knobs, and pedals to ponder, piloting this machine can leave you, well, arachnophobic. Even after 2 years of use, it's still a challenge for machine owner Eric Monson.
You're always thinking, you're always positioning, you're always moving. Your hands and your feet are moving at the same time. Everything's working in tandem. Everything's almost by feel. A lot of times you're in blind spots, you just do it by feel and how the machine feels.
It takes a special operator. We generally send in a trainer to work with the operator for at least a week. You've got to be able to walk and chew gum at the same time. You can move it sideways, you can move it up and down. Each individual arm will help pick the machine up and move it off to the side.
It's amazing to watch. It really is. And you think, wow, I run that thing? That's kind of gutsy.
But working alone on inclines like these is a dangerous proposition. Merely lift the wrong leg or misjudge the terrain, and an operator can weave himself a sticky web.
Well, they really have to be aware of what's around them and the soil conditions, and they've got to watch each leg to make sure that it's secure. The machine's going to settle. It could be a very dangerous situation.
The Terex HS41M walking excavator is a machine that's boldly striding where no machine has stepped before. A device seemingly straight out of science fiction, but with all 5 feet planted very much in reality.
That's from Star Wars, isn't it? One of those creatures that are running around? Yeah, sure. Some people like to drive fast or fly helicopters or airplanes, whatever. I like to drive this machine because it can really get your blood to pumping.